Hey guys, today we will have some more fun with Blox Fruits, the ClayClaim way. I created 7 more of these, each one with a unique ending, twist. Well, I will just play with them. Today we've got firework explosions, fog effects and even a fruit I'm going to bake and eat. Let's dive in. First up, we're starting strong with this guy, dragon fruit. This fruit lets its user transform into a powerful dragon that can fly and unleash devastating attacks. And it's also a community favorite. It got the second most requests in the comments. So, of course, there's a lot of pressure on this creation, while Crystal is adding these beautiful details and is finishing with this delicate topping. We are preparing the firework experiment, removing the aluminum foil so we can stuff in a firework and make the dragon shine or smile. I only see some flames, spark and fog. What about this spray wand? It should give the sparks a more direct spraying effect. It looks awesome! The dragon fruit is breathing fire! I personally think this fruit looks even more awesome right now. Is there a devil fruit? Next we have the Kitsun Fruit. This one was the most requested in the comments, and this one is all about magic and movement. It gives its user the power to summon mystical fox flames. We will not only create Kitsun, we will also go all out with this fruit and animate the tentacles with stop-motion animation. And that's not all. Then we are going to find out if Kitsun can swim or float in the water. And because we are crazy, that's still not all for this fruit, but we'll get there in a second. Crystal used some balsa wood as the body core, as the filling material. It's pretty lightweight and should give the body some buoyancy in the water. The 4 tails, or also considered tentacles on the backside, are attached with aluminum wire. If you have any suggestions what you would like to see in the next Blox Fruits video, please drop a like and leave your suggestion in the comments. Adding this thin layer of bright blue to the tail is one of the most difficult parts. We are adding these tiny dots, and there is a secret behind this bright blue clay. It's no ordinary clay. We are now bringing them all in line to get the beautiful pattern for the tentacles in the front. What about the bright blue clay? It's neon clay, which illuminates when using a black light. And this is what it looks like. So beautiful. I think Kitsun is now ready to be animated. And brought to life. Okay, now let's drown the fruit. I don't get it off. I used too much super glue on the screw head. I have to break it off. It's unfortunate because there is still a piece of the screw inside the body. But maybe it even turns out to be good, because with the weight of the screw we get an orientation of the body in the water, and the floating will even look more awesome. Or not. Thanks, Kitsun, for playing with us. Now it's time for the Mammoth Fruit. According to the internet, this fruit gives the user the ability to transform into a massive, powerful mammoth. I've seen some videos and it's true. We tried to make this one with as much detail as possible, and it only gets better with the tusks. But here's the fun part. I saw the video of the attack, and we have this huge impact on the ground. The earth is moving and shattered. And I wanted to reproduce that. This is why I'm going to drop this mammoth-sized fruit into a sandpit and see if it creates a crater. We are not only adding the 2 white tusks on the front, we also have 2 further ones, which we try to make really shiny with this metallic marker. Painting the last shadow effects. Let's go. Next up is Ghost Fruit. It allows its user to become intangible, just like a ghost. To capture that spooky power, we are designing the fruit with a removable core. It is now coated with aluminum foil, which should make it quite easy to remove the core after oven hardening. The thin layer of white clay has an opening on the bottom. And with the modeling tools, we are applying some beautiful waves to get that spooky look. The eyes and the mouth will be punched out. And we are adding the tip of the fruit on top into the soft clay before we put the whole fruit into the oven. From all the fruits in this video, this one is the easiest to create, but it still looks so awesome and cute, especially with the treatment at the end. Now that we can remove the core, we can prepare the fruit and make it float. I'm using a needle, which I'm sticking into my table to alleviate the fruit, and now let's do some magic with the fog machine. Whoa, that's creepy. It's like the fruit is alive. Now watch closely, the fog pours out of the fruit's eyes and mouth. Which fruit should be on my list for Halloween? Please let me know and leave it down in the comments. Now it's time for something fun after the serious ghost. The rubber fruit gives the user the ability to stretch like rubber and even makes them immune to bullets. I thought, why not make it completely out of edible materials? This is bubblegum. Even the eyes are bubblegum. But we still have to create the tip of the fruit, the stem, and we'll also make it from edible paper. I know there's a whole community out there creating crazy stuff with edible materials, cakes, which look like a masterpiece. Look at that! This is my masterpiece. This could be my friend. Alright, time to see what this rubber fruit tastes like. Sorry, buddy. This might hurt a little.
Hey, what are you doing? I thought we were friends.
I think I hear something.
It's actually good.
This is a taste straight from my childhood. It's like it has a soul.
My hope, my dreams, all gone with everything.
Next, we have the Buddha fruit. It lets its user transform into a giant golden Buddha, illuminated with incredible defense power. I'll admit, the building process is maybe a little boring, but the payoff is worth it. I'm promising that. The building technique is quite similar to the ghost fruit. We hollowed out the inside. Eyes and mouth are carefully carved out with a scalpel after oven hardening. It's a very thin layer of clay. It's a special clay which is translucent. So is the clay for the monk's robe. Before we add the LED light as the filling for Buddha fruit, we are adding this thin layer of paper, greeting paper. When I will turn on the LED light, the Buddha's eyes should glow. And this is the mandala behind it. And it reflects when using a strong source of light. We're just preparing the Blox batteries, and I can't wait to see the final result of the Buddha fruit. Let's turn the LED light on. And he's illuminated. It looks so awesome. Those of you watching who are new to sculpting, we have put together
The fruit sets on ClayClaim.com. You get all the materials and even the tools needed. This is the Fruits 1 set, for example. You get Spring, Buddha and Ghost. Besides all the clay colors needed, even the LED box to illuminate Buddha and the spring for spring. Go check it out on ClayClaim.com, and now let's continue.
And last but not least, we've got the dough fruit. We are starting with a white fondant, cutting it up and coloring it purple using food coloring. Look at that deep purple. Perfect for our dough fruit. Next, I'm cutting out the eyes and the little fruit tip from thin fondant layers, adding also a white light reflex for that extra touch of realism. Look how fluffy this dough is. It is our second material for this fruit. I did a little experiment with a fondant dummy and, well, let's just say it didn't survive the heat. It's melting! This is why I'm using the aluminum foil and a wood dummy underneath. Wow! That dough has gotten really big and bulky. Let's add the eyes and tip. Looks like the dough fruit hit the gym. Now for the final experiment, I'm going to do something crazy. Real dough on fondant to create dough fruit.
I think he should die being baked.
Oh, it's bubbling up in the oven. The baked dough is falling over. But in the end, it actually looks like a real dough fruit. Freshly baked and authentic. And tasty. Who knew a Blox fruit could taste this good?